Just the other day, a friend warned me about sitting on my laurels. I think what she meant was resting on my laurels. Like, don't take it too easy. Remember, you're gotta work at things a bit. You gotta keep going. You've done great, but you don't want to sit on those laurels. I was thinking that sounded pretty comfortable to me, and actually I might have appeared to be sitting on laurels, but underneath the surface, it's like when you look at a duck, so calm and peaceful. Underneath the surface, those little legs, they're going like crazy, because that's kind of what's been going on inside of me. But I'll get to that in good time. Right now, I just want to talk about my life a little bit, how good things are. Like, I really have learned to take things easy. For example, when I come home with my bags of shopping, I'm taking you take all those bags out, and they all have to be opened. And I used to kind of wrestle them open, rip at them with my teeth, or even get on my glasses and look for those invisible little key tabs. I've seen people use them. I've never been able to find one. I just get my kitchen scissors, job done. Now, it used to be that you could use shopping bags from the store for your garbage. Can't do that anymore. So I bought a roll of shopping bags. They're like cling film. Do you know what this is? My husband said that's how you could open them, but didn't work for me. I got out my scissors. I started snipping away, looking, how do I get into this? Finally, when it was basically shreds, I handed it over to him to open. He's good at that kind of thing. He opens the bags. My sister said, Laurel, what are you going to do if you end up on your own? Who's going to open your garbage bags? And I'm just going to get one of those dogs. You know, those dogs that are trained to do everything around the house? No problem. Another thing I'm not going to worry about is reading. People get their prescription glasses. They get the really good lighting set up just right, or they get an eye reader and they expand the script. Well, I just walked right by that, straight to audiobooks. The latest book I downloaded is English Literature in the 16th Century by C.S. Lewis. 25 hours of higher learning. Well, I'm a smart cookie, but this is a little too high for me, and it's turned into 25 hours of high-powered napping. What a deal. Now, so with all that napping and not having to worry about opening things, I've got lots of energy. And, I like to talk to people. I like to have conversations. One thing I don't talk about those good old days. Were they really good? Do you remember? No internet. No computers. 3 TV channels, if you were lucky and you didn't mind listening to Walter Cronkite. 3 flavors of ice cream: chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. 4, if you count Neapolitan, which was just the other 3 put together. There were no salads, no greens. My mom did used to make a salad out of marshmallows. Those little colored marshmallows. No broccoli, no kale. Who invented kale anyways? Why? Nobody drank water, not out of a bottle anyways. Soon as you were big enough to reach your handlebars, climb onto your bike, take off for the day, explore the countryside. If you got thirsty, there was always a water fountain in a nearby park. Glug, 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 glug. You'd ride home bruised, scraped, bug bitten, sunburned, just in time for your marshmallow salad. That was normal. There were things back there, norms, not so good. I was coming home from my brother's 60th birthday the other day with a family friend who likes to talk about those good old days. And this was a story about her first kiss. She was turning 16. The boys in the youth group, church youth group, found out she hadn't been kissed. You know, sweet 16, never been kissed. They chased her around the parking lot and pinned her down. Now, I didn't want to mess with what was obviously a fond memory for her, but really bad boys. Now, my first kiss was nothing to write home about. In fact, if I was a teenager nowadays, I would identify as asexual, polyamorous, gender fluid, vegan, keto, carnivore. Back then, you were either a boy or girl. Easy, but boring. I'm still an old-fashioned girl at heart. I found this out when I was at a meeting last week with area directors. I was the only woman, all men, all guys, and I started to talk in a way that I don't usually talk. I was really sort of surprised. And then when someone asked me, well, how are you doing as area director? And I answered, oh, I'm sitting pretty. I never say that. And I was thinking, what other anachronistic vernacular lurking in my brain cavities, waiting for the wrong time to come out. I was a little concerned. I thought, am I losing touch with myself? Like, who am I? And then I decided I'd just roll with it. And the next time someone asks me how I am, I'm going to answer, gosh darn golly, Miss Molly, I'm sitting pretty.
I laughed 3 times.
Thank you, Laurel. I wonder if I'm in the camera.
Yeah, you should be.
I'm going to be your evaluator. And this is a speech that you said was a social speech. And you packed it full of different things. What I'm gathering is that you're gathering lots of nice memories. And keep it up, because each one of those stories that you gave us could be a little piece in itself. That's my general feedback. I felt there was a lot there. And as we discussed before, the title, Sitting Pretty, was such an interesting, intriguing concept, because for me, it could be sitting in a crowd, feeling very comfortable, or it could mean sitting tight, thinking, am I going to say the right thing? And so I think there's a lot of scope to develop that whole concept of sitting pretty. But in the end, we did get that it was a expression that came out unexpectedly, and that actually you kind of liked it. It would full circle go back to your friend who asked you to pump it up a little and get more active. Well, you could have said the same and she would have probably really got it, that you were just kind of assessing and being and having a good, relaxing old time, like you said at the end. So that is my main thing. But overall, I felt that you were owning it, that you were excited to share your stories, and that you were actually on that pathway to collect things that maybe when you're with your family or with another group, you'll be able to contribute something gem like that. They were all great. So continue, And I loved your gestures, and you really worked at it, and your vocal variety was good. And this time it was really a personal expression of your life right now. Thank you.